Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the HR Sound Off podcast show, brought to you live and direct from the CIPD HR conference for 2021. Yes! Sucks that I'm not there. Like, you guys cannot see.
In your hometown.
In my
Julie.
hometown. Tell us, like, what is the happiness index and what does it do?
Yeah, so I suppose if we think back, let's go through the history. The person who coined employee engagement in 1990 was Bill Kahn.
Yes.
And if you think about employee engagement, it sort of started out as paper surveys. And then about 5, 6, 7 years ago, some really smart companies came along and then they put that online. And then you get all these sort of like employee engagement tech companies. And that was a step forward, but the problem with a lot of that stuff is you can often find a lot of employees that are highly engaged, but they're also unhappy.
Yeah.
So we were trying to understand, why is that? Like, why is engagement not giving the full picture? And what we found from the data and the neuroscience and our research is that we have these things, Julie, called emotions, and work and life has kind of taught us that they're unprofessional.
Yes.
What we found for our research is it's our actually emotions that are what make us human beings and what make us so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But people have sort of ended up labeling them as negative.
Yes.
So to give an example, all the emotions that we experience are instinctive responses. The behavior that we take off that emotion is sometimes the bad thing. So if you're listening and let's say you're someone in the workforce, one of your colleagues responds to you in a negative way and you emotionally feel scared of them, there is nothing wrong with that emotion. That is totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
If you then go and like do something to them that's illegal, and that's what gets labeled as like too emotional, which I've been labeled as before. That's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
But every emotion, from distaste to anger to happiness to unhappiness, they are all emotions that can teach us stuff about what's going on. And what the happiness index does is helps business understand those emotions so they can what we call emotional intelligence at scale. So what it says on the tin is we're an employee engagement and happiness platform.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing emotions into that data. So we cover a lot of emotional data, which can be super interesting. And what we think it does with our customers is it helps them make better decisions.